with your girl in the bedroom and it sound like shit. I draw that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they like young city, yo. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You in a feed, now anything under 18, just like met this from the club. She like 5'3", I think it ain't Lydia. No, we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium. Chillin', ain't gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. No, I'm on a paper chase, my little whip on cruise control.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love that way I...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Indianapolis. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. The slot man in motion right. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and it looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Mitchell here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 16-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Escapes the defender, fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yards.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. A nice little juke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 107 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They run. It's Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And some space here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Rolling to his left. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken. Yards on the play. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Derrick Henry. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Gay is on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. But once again, it's Mitchell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 143 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and there's...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. Now, that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A handoff as they run the counter play. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On the counter, Mitchell. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 3. target. That's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Go.
Richardson looking to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go play action with Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Now it's Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to the air with Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again. You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 3rd and 7. They run over center with Mitchell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey McBride, 50 And the Colts are back within a score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Look to throw here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running left, here's Mitchell. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A handoff from Mitchell running left. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6. A little short one there, caught by Likely. He's into space past the 25. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run with Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once more with Mitchell, able to push his way through. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. That complete to Downs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 20. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 47 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Give running right is Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
70.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. There he goes left side. How about this? Jonathan Taylor, he's to the 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Right back to Mitchell here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. A give here to Mitchell. Powers by at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now it's Mitchell. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready? Gravity line. Hey, let's go.
One last shot for Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is Fleet. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get